All right, we're on hole number 5 of the Pacific Cup tournament. We're in Monday's qualifying, maybe practice round of the rookie division. Let's go to hole number 5 and check it out. So where is hole number 5? Hole number 5 is Maple Bay, and it's hole number 8. All right. So on this hole right here, I am actually not sure what we're ending up down there with. So I'm going to bring... I'm not sure if we're hitting this with a long iron or a wood. So I'm going to bring my accurate bag. And I know I'm going to do a 30% wind adjustment because you are way downhill. I have no idea what ball to bring. So I'm thinking that in the weekend round on these holes, we might want to bring a low wind ball. I'm going to start off with a nav just to kind of see where my red lines and stuff are at. Give me 1 second here. All right, sorry about that. I had to go see what club I'm using here. So this is a short iron, or not a short iron, but a long iron. So I'm going to use, it's a long iron, and I'm going to use a Grizzly. Grizzly. If you've got your Grizzly to level 6, it's better than a backbone level 10. So if you don't have your Grizzly to level 6, then it's a backbone shot. And with your backbone, if you've got it up in those levels, it's probably somewhere in the 1.2 per ring at max. And I play this, I know in one-on-one I don't worry about where I'm at in my club. And I normally end up on this hole with a Marlin, so it's a 0 power ball. So you don't necessarily have to bring out a ball that's got any power on it. Typically I'm back in this range a little bit if you want to be able to get farther forward and push up against it than a bigger wind ball with 1 power, 2 power. And it'll all depend on where your clubs are at and where you're at down here. I'm going to start off with doing a 30% wind adjustment and see where we go from there, because we are way down the hill. And a lower wind ball will help you. So I think I'm going to start this off. I'm going to just take out a nav. I'm going to take a navigator. And I'm going to take my Grizzly. I'll take this bag just in case. I know I'm in my long iron, but I'm going to take a nav and a Grizzly and do a 30% wind adjustment, and we'll go from there. Nav, Grizzly, 30% wind adjustment. See if we can't get this one in the hole. Of the par 3s, this is the most dangerous of the 3. And people are going to end up epic failing on this. So whatever we do has got to be a very consistent shot that's getting us up there. If you're having any problems with this, I would think about bringing out whatever it takes so that you can get your Guardian over on the other side, on the green side, and stick that ball up there. But you're still going to have to make the 30% wind adjustment. So my opponent's got a Goliath. I have no issues directly with the Goliath, but the deal is that on a hole like this, you want whatever's got the best ball guide that you have. And you want to try and set the shot up so you don't have to put curl on it. One per ring. 30% wind adjustment. So the wind's 4, so that's 1.2, so that's going to be a 5-3 pull. I'm going to put my white ring right back there on the transition for the sand. I'm going to walk that ball right up to the hole. So it's a 5-3, 100% accurate club. So there's 5, just a little. Trying to hit it perfect. And hit great to the left. And the deal is on this type of hole, is a great to the left or the right will typically put you great to the left or the right. So the fact that I hit that great to the left and still ended up going over the hole like that is means that you can look at that shot and go, wow, that was really close. No, that was a mile away. Something was wrong in my setup there. So I hit that great to the left and I ended up going right at it. So the deal there is I do need to check where I'm at in my club, because I over pulled that by doing the 30%. And that's the thing right there about these wind numbers. So if I'm playing a shot at 30%, or Tommy or Fenzel or Hammer and Hank or anybody's playing these holes and we're doing a wind adjustment, the deal is that that's from where we're at with the club that we have, with the ball that we have, and you have to dial those in from where you're at and what ball you're using. And I know going at this hole in one-on-one play that I almost always, because it's so far downhill, I don't really know what the number is, but I know it's so far downhill, it's got to be I just do a 30% with a max ring adjustment. But like I said, I'm using a power one ball, so I could be closer to my red line, my max red line, and by bringing out a power one ball, now all of a sudden I'm eking towards mid. So in that case right there, let me do the math here real quick. In that case right there, I was at a 5.3 wind, and I did 5.3 rings, and I added on 30%. If I was more towards, and so here's the cup, and I hit a great to the left, I should have ended up over there, and I hit the cup, so I was off. So I over pulled it because the wind was going in this direction. So if I would have played that at mid club, that would have been 1.5 per ring, 1.5 per ring. And so instead of moving 5.3 rings, I would have moved four, that's three and a half rings, 3.5 rings instead of 5.3, a ring and an eighth. And if that's the case where I have to use mid club in order to get on track, and I did that right there, and I would have hit a perfect, I probably would have came on this side of the cup. So it's going to be one of those things I'm going to have to dial that number in. I may find that I'm going to hit mid club, or if I'm using max numbers, that this number might only be 20% instead of 30. Or if I'm in mid club, then I'm going to do a different pull. So I'm going to have to work that for my clubs and the ball that I'm going to bring to that hole as the week goes on. But I will continue to work on this hole to try and get that closer, because I don't want to be hitting great to the left and ending up going right over the cup. That tells me I did something wrong. Occasionally you'll get those and you'll get a hole-in-one and you're like, yes. And so be excited because you got the hole-in-one. But go back and look at that and see what went wrong, because that ball should not have gone over the cup. All right, that was hole number 5. Was that hole 5? That was hole number 5 of the Pacific Cup tournament and Monday's qualifying round of the rookie division. Thanks for watching.